What's up? All right, so let's see what's good. What's good, man? Hmm, Let's see what's good, bro. What's good? Okay. All right, guys. So this is our first session of backtest slash weekly analysis. So I'm just gonna give a couple of moments for guys to tune in so that you guys can give me suggest which week we should backtest so that we can learn together. Then afterwards we're gonna do the weekly analysis. I'm just gonna share with you guys what my projection is for the coming week on US30 and gold. So basically those are the two instruments that uh, that are on my table. So if anyone uh, would like us to look at any other pair, then if it's within the confine of our time, then of course we will do so. We're gonna start in next 2 to 3 minutes. All right, guys, so let's get started. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's time. It's time. All right, so basically, I'm not going to kickstart. I'm still waiting for people to suggest which month or which week we should analyze so that we can just kickstart this backtest. All right, Nana, welcome. I can see you. We've already spent about roughly 6 minutes. So let's. Which week do you want us to backtest so that we can have an idea? Okay, if I was live on this chat, what would I do? We just want to take a sniped look at some of the things we do when we trade so that we can all learn together. All right, so the software for my backtest is soft for FX. So we are using the MT4 version. So, okay, my voice is low. Is the volume better now? Let me know if the volume is better now. Hello? Is the volume better now? Please check on your end. Increase your volume because on this end, I think my volume is at the max. So you need to check from your end. We don't want the volume to be too loud, but check from your end because on my end everything checks out good. All right. So I think now we are set and we are fine to go. All right. So all right. So which week do you want us to backtest so that we can just get started? We have about 1 hour 30 minutes to spend on this live. After the backtest, we're gonna be zooming directly into the live uh, forecast for next week. Okay. This is our first ever episode of Backtest with Mr. Wex. So we want to always review what's going on. We learn and move ahead so that the next week we can be better in our craft. That's basically the aim of this backtest with me. All right, since I'm still okay, think okay. Let's see. GU. Okay. GU, we're going to be doing analysis on GU for the backtest. The backtest is on US30 for today. And our next session we'll be doing gold. maybe in one of the backtest session, if we have lots of people requesting for GU, then I might be adding it to the list. But for now, we just want to focus on our pay or our instrument of interest, which is US30 for today. Of course, with the system, you can apply to every other pay. You just want to understand how we approach the market, and of course, you can extrapolate that on whatever pay you will be trading. Moment, let's see, let's see, see what I have more people on board, then we can kickstart. Okay, since we're still waiting, so basically we're not going to be wasting much time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head for the analysis first while we wait for people to keep joining and suggest which week we should be backtesting, because I don't want to do the choosing of the date by myself. I want you guys to choose so that we can all learn together. Okay, so let's while waiting for more guys to join, let's get straight to the analysis. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna be looking at gold, US30, then preferably I will add pound USD as Nana had mentioned. So this is gold. Basically, this is NFP. I had a buy stop here, blah blah blah. We were able to knock off that trade. It was a nice one. Whatever happened in the sell was none of our business. So that is not why we're here. So you gotta get everything cleaned up and we prepare for this coming week. All right. So first of all, we're just gonna go to the daily. I like to do the daily. I like to start my analysis from the daily. So this is the daily. The daily looks bullish to me. If I put this trend line, you could see it's still uh, trading bullish. We did see a low created, which of course this looked like a double bottom. So right about this point, so you can see that is more or less like a double bottom. Okay, and price did bounce off that support level. So now we are yet to see a new high for us uh, uh, to confirm that price is still gonna do more buys. All right. So, but in the interim, price action on the daily tells me that there's still buying possibilities, because we could see the previous day candle high was broken, the low was equally broken, of course. And what happened here is that the candle ended up closing like a doji. If you take a critical look at this candle, let's zoom into it. If you take a critical look at the candle, you will realize that it kind of looks like both the upper and the lower wick are almost of the same range, of the same height. Right, that is basically what it looks like. So basically this is like an indecision candle on the daily. But of course, looking at the trend, if you saw, we did see a continuation pattern and a nice two bullish candle, another continuation pattern. But of course, it became a factor because the high broken, the low broken. But of course, there is a rejection here at this support right here. There's a support right here. So price came back down here, rejected this support, ended up closing higher. So there's a possibility that we should be pushing higher straight up from this. But before I go ahead to confirm this, let me show you guys a little bit of something on the index. So now this is the index. All right, so gold basically, all right, okay, there's echo. All right, okay, please let me know when it's fine. Is it okay now? If it is okay now, then just let me know. I think I've readjusted my volume. Thank you very much for that feedback. Healthy and relationship tips for all. Thank you. All right. So now on the index, we can see clear that there is still room to the downside because there's a support level right here. I'm not going to go into much detail because if I pick this, so basically this is a zone from this lower boundary to this upper boundary. This is a zone. So basically we have seen price break support and there's a potential that price is likely going to drop to this support level. But either way, we might have a correction. You know, of course, as a price action trader, we are expecting something of this nature, a retest, then a continuation, right? But regardless of whether retest or not, it is a downtrend for me. So if USD is bearish, it means that gold should push higher, right? So I wanted to get that clear. All right, thank you very much. Since it is better now, that's good. Okay, so this is from the index. So let's go back to gold. So now, since we have established that there's a possibility that price would be going lower on the index, so that is, if we are using correlation, it means that we should be expecting bulls on gold this coming week. All right, so this gives us an idea of the bullish direction. Let's step down to the H4. So this is how the H4 looks like. Okay, so this is the area of rejection. Price confirmed that rejection with a bullish close on the H4. So there is a probability that we should be continuing bullish. So technically on the higher time frame, what I'm going to be looking out for is bulls for this coming week. Straight up, I'm going to be looking for bulls. So in whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm going to be checking out for on the chart, I'm going to be looking for rejections to confirm buys for me. That is what I'm going to be looking out for on gold. So it's either I'm going to be heading towards this previous high, which is 24.84, or I'm going to expect price to break this previous high. Either way, I'm bullish on gold. So this coming week, I'm going to be more active on the Telegram page. Maybe we might be doing live streaming as well. So do well to keep tab on the Telegram page to be updated, to know when a signal will be dropped or when we are going live, so that probably you can join us to take advantage of a possible buy entry, a buy setup on gold this coming week. So for me, gold, I'm going to be looking at buys. Back to the daily. So potentially 25.15 is where I'm expecting price to push if we break the highs. So let me just keep that price right there so that you can, yeah, 25.15. That is the target, overall target, 25.15. That price would head to 25.15. So that is the target on gold. So now going to US30. US30 has been on a nice ride. On a nice ride. So basically on the daily here, we can see we are having price in a downtrend. So if we pull up the trend line, this is what you're gonna get. So more like a rickety double top, of course, because price could not break previous high. We saw a rejection before the previous high and a nice engulfing candle. Price dropped, and currently we saw price at this previous demand. So price is currently rejecting this demand. And from this point, you could see nice bullish candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight bullish candle. Now, uh, it's basically sign that there might be a potential correction to retest this breaking structure. On the daily, price has broken this structure. We have not seen a retest yet. So I'm expecting, so let me go down to the 4 hours so that we can see and understand clearly what I'm talking about. So this is what I'm expecting on the 4 hour time frame. Sorry, on US30 rather. So I'm expecting price to correct, retest this broken structure, then price should head back to the downward direction. So retest of broken structure, then a continuation in the downward direction. This is basically what I'm expecting on US30. With these two setup, man, you are good to go for this coming week. You don't need much. You don't need more than two instruments to do well in this market. All with one instrument with a good setup, man, you are good to go. So this is basically the two instruments I focus on, and that is why I'm sharing this with you guys. Gold, I'm expecting buys, and US30, I'm expecting bullish correction, then a continuation in the downward direction. Something to note here is that this is a projection based off what I'm seeing right now. Okay, so this projection is just to give you the direction. Does not mean that the market opens, you just jump in to buy, because price, a market can open and we then see price coming back downward before probably doing a correction. So that is why price action is key. Whenever market opens, you have to pay attention to price action, then you act accordingly. That is why I'm initiating this backtest with me so that we can see some of the things we look out for when we are engaging in a trade. Okay. So now, lastly, I'm going to add pound USD based on demand so that we can just dive straight to our backtest. Today we are going to be backtesting US30. So I want us to suggest which of the week do you want us to backtest. So comment below. Let me know which week do you want us to backtest on US30. Then immediately I'm done with this, I will go straight to the software and we can backtest together, learn together, make the mistakes and correct ourselves together so that this coming week we will take on the market head on. So pound USD, pound USD. All right, so this is pound USD. So basically, with that, even looking at further information, if we want to take it off from the USD index, the gold, then sentimentally, I would be saying that pound USD is gonna go to the north side. That is sentimentally using correlation. But let's take our time and go through the analysis. Then we can now come to a conclusion or have a fair idea of what we'll be looking at on pound USD. Because sometimes